In this club I'm on Yuga Master, I'm going to be showing you some replays today for my Dark Magician deck. I'll share the deck list at the end of the video, but keep in mind I don't summon access code Talker at all. But yeah, just changed my extra deck. So here, it's like, this is against an Umi deck. I wasn't going to show this duel, but I was like, whatever, I'll just show it, because, you know, something happened and I realized after, oh yeah, true, but it's just so dumb, this timing, but I'll show you when it happened. So here they summoned these two monsters. I was pretty happy because there can only be one, but then I realized that this is Aqua and this is Sea Serpent, so I never realized that, what they're the same. Been a little card sis, but anyway, because they're different, I get to use Super Polymerization. Saying like different monster type and same attribute. I could summon Mud Dragon. Now here's the thing. I realized after I was so dumb, I summoned Magician's Rod. Like they're my effect. They played Effect Veiler. I should have used Mud Dragon's effect before. I was kind of thinking, you know, this would stop the target, which it should. But because it was targeted before, even though if you use Mirror Force and then click a monster to not get destroyed, it doesn't get destroyed. So here it shouldn't be targeted, even though, yeah, but I hate that. I hate that because it's the same with True Light, because True Light says you cannot target Blue Eyes White Dragon, but if you activate True Light in the same chain before, you know, Blue Eyes White Dragon gets targeted, like let's say Blue Eyes White Dragon, White Dragon gets targeted, and then you activate True Light, still gets targeted, unfortunately. It should just not be targeted, but yeah, I hate it, but that's what happened, unfortunately. So I used Tamias to get rid of Magician's Rod. Then I attacked with my 3 monsters. And then I don't have Eternal Soul, but there can only be one with Dark Magician. The Dragon Eye is pretty cool. But yeah. It's very unfortunate I don't have Eternal Soul, but no. I just realized this player's name. That's pretty cool. Anyway, so I used there can only be one just to sort of stop them. And then I said Dark Monsters cannot be targeted before a chain, but yeah, they got rid of Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight. So here they attacked Mud Dragon, and that was all they could do. And I was like, oh, okay, thanks. So I got Illusion of Chaos, you know. Then I used Illusion of Chaos to get Magician Souls. And then I summoned Dark Magician. I sent Dark Magician Girl just in case I get Soul Serve and I can draw 2 cards. But anyway, it doesn't matter, I win here. And then they left, so. But I just hate that timing so much because, you know, let's say your opponent does something to Dark Magician, you play Eternal Soul, Dark Magician is unaffected by card effects. Oh, okay, and it works, you know? Whereas targeting, it still gets targeted even though after you said this monster cannot be targeted, but it's just dumb. It's just dumb. It's so stupid. Anyway, I summoned Dark Magician with Magician Souls. But I guess it's kind of different because, you know... Oh, actually, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's just dumb. If you get targeted, and you play something that prevents that monster from getting targeted, that target in that same chain should just fuck off. So I got Eternal Soul with Magician Salvation. I went into Imduck. I sit down like all of my cards. So I quickly wanted to special summon Dark Magician, just so I can play Dark Magician the Dragon Knight. Wow, I'm summoning Dark Magician the Dragon Knight yet again. It's crazy. So I went to Dark Magician the Dragon Knight. I didn't use Skill Drain for obvious reasons. Depends what my opponent does. If my opponent's going to do like a lot of crazy monster effects, then sure. So here, yep, they banished Dark Magician the Dragon Knight. Big off. So I thought I would just use Skill Drain. So I summoned that monster and that monster. So I was like, okay, like, that's fine. And they attacked me directly. Then they ended their turn. So here I special summoned Dark Magician with Eternal Soul, but I did summon Magician's Rod. I know I could activate my effect, I just did it for fun, just to sort of test my opponent. Just to see if they had something in their hand. Here I banished that spell card because, you know, it's going to screw me over. So they went to use their effect and it's like Skill Drain. No? Don't know what it does. Don't care about cards Dark Magician has. Okay. So I attacked that with Magician's Rod and activated that effect. I couldn't use Called by the Grave on it, you know, but if it was the Dark Magicians, you can use Called by the Grave on it. So here I went into the Dark Charmer, and just to basically special summon Dark Magician and banish my opponent's monster. So I used Called by the Grave on that monster just so the effect gets negated. And then yeah, went through. Then here I kind of looked away because I had to do other stuff, but I'm not trying to sound rude, I just looked away a bit. I came back and I saw it once. I haven't seen this part, so I'm watching this with you. Okay, so summoned Thunder Dragon Titan. Okay, then I think they realized Dark Magician was going to come out, banish, and... Okay, never mind. I just realized. I just saw. I don't know what happens in this duel. I don't remember what happens in this duel. It's a short one, but I don't remember. Unless I lock my opponent. I don't know. Ah, I remember now. Seeing this makes me remember. Today I actually got There Can Only Be One a lot, which I was very happy about. So here they used Infinite Permanence and targeted Magician's Rod. So yeah, effect got negated. Unfortunately, if I had no Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl, I could have fusion summoned into Dark Magician, the Dark Magicians I mean. And then Infinite Permanence would have been pointless because this saves Magician's Rod, but yeah. So here they used Live Twin, I used Maxi. They couldn't negate it, which was great, so I waited until the monster was summoned. And that's when I used There Can Only Be One. And that's when they left. I love There Can Only Be One so much. It's going to be the last duel, sorry if it's a bit short this episode. Just gotta do some other stuff and yeah, but anyway, just thought I'd upload this because I'm still trying to upload every day. Now this is against the Numron deck. They actually won the coin toss, but you know, they made me go first and I was like, so you're obviously using Numron or some kind of OTK deck, but sure, all good. And I have There Can Only Be One. Like I said, I got it a lot today, which was crazy. I normally would get Secret Village of the Spellcasters with this, but I need Eternal Soul because, yeah, I need a Spellcast on the field for Secret Village, so got Eternal Soul just so I can special summon Dark Magician. So yeah, when they summoned Planet Pathfinder, I realized, yeah, Numron. So I played the field spell. I used Eternal Soul to special summon Dark Magician to banish a field spell. So that went through. And yeah, field spell was banished. Then here they got rid of Dark Magician to summon that, and you know, they had another Neuron network. So I let them summon all their monsters, and that's when I played There Can Only Be One. And they had to send those 3 Xyz monsters from the field to the graveyard. So I love Summon Limit, and There Can Only Be One, but it depends what deck you're dueling against. You know, There Can Only Be One is great against a lot of decks, except for a few decks like Branded. And then there's the Summon Limit, where, you know, it's great a lot, like just great against a lot of decks. But against Neuron, they can still summon those 4 Xyz monsters and pretty much attack, and then do another Xyz or Link after that. So I do love them the same. Maybe I do prefer There Can Only Be One because if you use Summon Limit while you're going second, like, no point, you know, because your opponent's already summoned all these monsters, whereas There Can Only Be One, they have to send all of these monsters from the field to the graveyard. But, you know, if it's against Branded, I hate There Can Only Be One because it doesn't really affect Branded and really affects me. But in this case, not really affecting me. So I banished Numron Network yet again. So I attacked and attacked. And then here I ended my turn. No, I linked... Oh, that's right. I link summoned into Imdok. Just so I can summon Dark Magician. You know, and banish something on my opponent's field. Another Numron Network. Eternal Soul. Dark Magical Circle. Banished. Numron Network. And then my opponent does something what people do at tournaments when they lose, where they just show their hand, go, oh, look what I have. Like, what was I supposed to do? See? And then they, see what I mean? Alright, so this is the deck I was using. Yeah, the extra deck is different. If you know about access code Talker, because clearly I don't. There was one duel where I could have summoned it, but there was no point. I just could have attacked with all my spellcasters. But yeah, if you know what's best to put with the Dark Magician deck for access code Talker, let me know. I did chuck all of these links from here actually. Well, I already had Blackluster Soldier. I basically just added these four, I want to say. Yeah, those four. Alright, going to end it here. Thanks for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.